Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to Dr. Kowaiho and fellow friends. So for our group, we will present on step 9, which is project implementation and environmental monitoring.
So first of all, let me tell you what is this step about. So the step 9 in EI methodology is project implementation and environmental monitoring. So the objective of this step is to verify that the findings of the EI study are correct, that mitigation and prevention measures are properly implemented, and the measures are effective in reducing the adverse environmental impact. So the purpose of this step is to ensure compliance with EIA condition of approval (COA).
So what's going to happen during this step is, firstly, when the project is approved for implementation, it will then proceed for next step, which is the phases for design, construction and also operation. So the second step is where the monitoring activities will begin. It is to verify that the finding of environmental impact assessment study are where the potential impact will be identified, because they need to undergo the EIA scoping process to ensure that it is correct. Appropriate mitigation and prevention measures are also properly implemented and considered effective. Next, an environmental audit may also be carried out, where it will assess the overall project compliance and opportunity for optimization and further improvement in environmental management of this project. And lastly, performance monitoring will be carried out, where this will monitor the performance of pollution control system and also other mitigation measures.
So, in this slide, I will list 4 persons on who is involved in this step, which is the project implementation and the environmental monitoring. So, the first one is the authority, and the second one is the project proponent. The third one is the main contractor, and the last one is the environmental consultant. So, in this step, I will tell about what is the connection between this previous step and the next step. So, the previous step was decision making. And the connection between decision making and our step, which is the project implementation and environmental monitoring, is that after the decision has been made and approved by the authority, it is only then the implementation of the project will proceed to the subsequent phases of design, construction and operation. While for the next step after implementation and environmental monitoring is auditing. As a result of the audit, the earlier EIA steps will determine whether recommendations and requirements related to the project were incorporated successfully into the implementation.
So our extra information in this step is they have several types of monitoring. So first of all is impact or effect monitoring. So this analysis is directly in relationship between the environmental impact and the effect it causes. So it includes magnitude, extent and also intensity. The second one is baseline monitoring. So this is one type of monitoring that is done before the commencement of the project. So it giving us data that is to be included as a pre-project status of the site. The third one is mitigation monitoring. So this is a monitoring of effectiveness of mitigation measure. And the last one is compliance monitoring. So this is an all-encompassing monitoring method where we assess if the predicted value are in compliance with the actual value.